In recent times, my belief in my ability to sell online, whether that be on eBay or even my own site, has been really like going downhill. And it got to a point a few months ago now where I ended up having more faith in doing gig work such as Deliveroo and Uber Eats to bring in an income for me. I had more faith in that to bring in an income for me than I did in my own ability to make that money and potentially a lot more selling online. Now, it happens really, it can just creep up on you. You can be a very positive person. I think normally I'm quite an upbeat, chilled out person, but it can get to you. And slowly but surely, I started to lose that kind of spark, and then my confidence started to go. And you go through this phase where shamefully, I guess, I was rather than looking at myself, I was blaming eBay, for example. I've actually made a few videos where I've shit on eBay on here, and it's completely, anyone with half a brain cell can see it's not the case that eBay was at fault or is at fault in any way. They're just a company out there to make money, and plenty of people use their platform to make money. And then there was me just like making out as if, oh, I can't make money on eBay anymore, eBay is the problem. And it wasn't. It's obviously me, because I just lost I'd lost my confidence. And I feel like it's such an important like building block. If you don't have confidence in your ability, you've just failed before you've even started. Because I was thinking, I was like, what's changed? Just a few years ago, I was able to make a very good income off of selling online. And now I've gotten to a point where my main income was delivering people's takeaways, which there's nothing wrong with, but is, we sometimes talk about, you talk about what's like the ceiling, what's the ceiling for how much money you can make selling online. Well, I mean, the ceiling is in everything, depending on how much time you've got, how many people are working with you, or if you're working on your own, etc. But the ceiling for delivering food is a lot lower than the ceiling of, for example, selling on eBay. If I deliver food, even if I'm super busy all the time and I'm using multiple apps, I can only deliver so many takeaways within an hour. There's just logistically, I'm only one person, there's one car, there's traffic, there's only so many jobs that you can do within an hour's space. Just like there's only so many items you can list on eBay. But the thing is, the potential for earning on eBay when you're doing it properly is a lot greater. And I suppose the reason why I'm making this is because I was out there delivering, which is not an easy job, by the way. You're out there, you're delivering people's takeaways in the rain. Obviously, I'm in the car, so it's not like awful, but it can be quite a tough job considering how much you're making. And I decided to just go into a charity shop, as you do, and like for the first time in ages. And I suppose it was just luck, because you go in there and you find some stuff, and then I've turned like a £1 item into £100 sale, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't happen very often. But then the very next day, from the same pickup of stuff, a £1 sale into £35. And then I'm like, wait a second, this used to be a regular occurrence for me. I've been doing, for example, this YouTube channel for God knows how long. And I was like, what's happened? And like I said, it sneaks up on you. Your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. And I suppose in recent times, I've just let it get to me to the point where I've lost so much confidence in my ability to do stuff, that I've ended up just relying on, like I said, Uber Eats and Deliveroo. But I'm looking to change that. Obviously, New Year coming in, and like I said, I've had this little taste of going out there and looking for stock, and finding stock to resell for good profit. And it has kind of just made me rethink. Not that I didn't know. It's not like I'm like, wow, I didn't know you could do this. Obviously, I know that you could do this, but knowing, like, is it like walking the walk is very different from talking the talk or something? You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you in case it's helpful to anyone else out there that's gotten into a rut. I suppose more than a rut to the point where you've destroyed your online income. I think I've got like a 50 item eBay store now. A lot of those items are not even in stock, so it's actually a lot less than that. So, I've gone from having thousands of items to, it's been quite a decline, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it. It sucks, but it is what it is, and I just wanted to share it just in case anyone else out there is in the same kind of a rut. And to know that if you've done it before, you can do it again. And it's just a case of actually building up that confidence again, and that's what I aim to do. I'm gonna try also to include like some videos to go along with this, because it was one of the things I miss doing as well. I miss making videos about the stuff. It helps a lot, just from a productivity point of view, and just nice to be able to share. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed whatever this was, and I'll see you guys in the next video.